Michigan travel video. Definitely didn't start making this on the day we left NJ. Day 1, 3/27. We left our house to head to the airport at around 6:30. Our plane was coming out of Fort Lauderdale. Very important. There were storms coming through. So we were delayed from 9 o'clock to about 10:24. We took a shuttle over to the airport and we checked in our bags. We were also prepared to drive the 10 hours to Michigan if we had to. We went through security and all that, found our gate too. We ended up in a bar that smelled like vomit lol. And my parents got their drinks and I got a Shirley Temple. Then we got worse news. We were delayed until 11:33 and weren't expected to arrive in Detroit until 1 o'clock in the morning. My parents took turns going outside to some Xerox. And we got the news some time later that we were pushed an hour forward and were expected to board at 10:36 p.m. Okay, here is an update. It's almost 1 o'clock a.m. and we just got off the plane. And let me tell you, it was so satisfying to take off lol. We got through baggage claim really quickly, and now my uncle and one of my cousins are on the way to pick us up. Here are the pics from 3/27. Day 2, 3/28. I woke up in my cousin's room, let's call her all, at around 7:15 in the morning and I watched the husband hotel pilot until she woke up. She made us waffles, which I put powdered sugar on them. I really loved them. My cousin Jay has a girlfriend and her birthday happened to be that day. So we all went to their house and ate food there and all. I was playing with chalk outside with my cousin C. Me and him were covered in chalk when we came back in and ate cupcakes. After we came back, me, L, and C walked to our grandparents' house since it was close enough. They actually got a new cat, which I got to meet for the first time. His name's Hutch. I love him so much. He's so soft, LOL. He's an all-black cat pics at the end of day 2. I had an orange sherbet push-up pop before we went back to my cousin's house to have pizza. Our grandparents drove us and stayed for pizza too. Here are the pics from 3/28. Day 3, 3/29. I woke up at like 8:30 and just abandoned my cousin L so she could sleep in peace. Elle made me waffles again that morning and I had 4 of them. Later that day, we went to the zoo. My favorite section was probably the penguins. They were so cute. Wow. I also tried to hold a butterfly, but I got too scared to let it land on my hand. We also saw the reptiles, tigers, lions, red pandas, and more. For the red pandas, we had to walk on this bridge. I was so scared, LOL. It was shaking a lot, and I could only hold with one hand because I was holding my phone and my water bottle. I had such a bad headache, but I tried to remain awake and strong for the fam, LOL. Then we went home, and I just passed out in my cousin's room after dinner. Pics from 3/29. Day 4, 3/30. Me and my cousin Elle woke up and she actually did my nails for me. They were pink. We had pancakes for breakfast that morning, and later we went to the movies. We saw the new Ghostbusters movie. I'm not gonna give spoilers, but it is a really good movie. Our family has a tradition that every time we're there, we go to Coney Island for dinner one night. And that night happened to be that day I had water, a burger, and fries, which were really good. After that, we went home for the day so we could get a good night's sleep for Easter the next morning. Pics from 3/30. Day 5, 3/31. Happy Easter! My cousins have a tradition that when they wake up, their baskets are hidden all over the house, so we have to find them. Mine was in a closet, hung up on a hanger. In the basket, there were earrings, a crossbody bag, socks, pens, a notebook, candy, and a t-shirt. After that, we went to church. It was a pretty good service overall. When we got back, we did an Easter brunch. The food was pretty good. After, me and cousin C, Al, and jumped around on the trampoline while playing fetch with their dog, Darla. Me and Al also rode her and C's motor scooters around the block. I was going about 13 miles per hour. We all went to bed early that night, except me, Al, and CJ and were going to school, but Al and C were not, so we stayed up till like 11:30. Pictures from 3:30 firsts. Day 6, for over 1, April Fool's Day. The next morning, me and my cousin woke up, but didn't leave her room till like 9:30 LOL. I text my friend yes, the guy from the McDonald's video, because it was his birthday and I wished him a happy birthday. After breakfast, me, C, L, and my parents went to my grandparents' house for the day to help them clean and organize. I mostly played with the cat. Oops. When we said goodbye, we hugged them really tight. When we got in the car, I was next to C and turned away from him so he didn't see me tearing up. My mom was also slightly tearing up in the front seat. My mom and dad made burgers for everyone that night. They were really good. I went to bed at like 10:30 since we had to all wake up at 6 the next morning to get home. Pictures from for over 1. Day 7, 4 halves. The next morning, we all woke up early. My uncle was driving us to the airport because he worked close by. I was hiding in the corner most of the time until it was time to say goodbye. I was doing that so they wouldn't see me cry. I don't like people seeing me crying. We all hugged each other tightly. I gave Darla a hug and a beep to her puppy nose one last time before getting in the car. As we left the house, me and my mom started to cry slightly. Typing this part was really emotional for me. When we got to the airport, we hugged my uncle goodbye and thanked him for everything before heading into the airport. We got through security, and I bought a magnet for my locker. We had a bite to eat at a McDonald's in the airport, and we finished just in time before boarding started. As the plane took off, me and my mom cried and held hands. We were so sad to leave, but we'll be back again soon. Don't have any pictures, LOL. Thank you guys so much for listening. I wish you all a happy spring and a happy late Easter. Know you guys are loved so much. You're perfect darlings. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye guys.